So here we are on location in Brooklyn, New York. We just finished an incredible fitness shoot, and we shot it all with the Fujifilm X-T3. Now on this shoot, we were able to capture a bunch of different media. We were able to capture still photography, but also some high definition video, high bitrate, 4K slow motion, some really super fast slow motion, and we were even able to take some animations. So I was rapid fire bursting still frames while stitched together in post to create some GIFs for the internet. So all of that media was created with a single camera, and it's kind of incredible being able to work with one system and walk away with all the different kinds of footage, frames, stills, everything that we need for a job. One of the things I love about the X-T3 that really makes it stand out in the mirrorless camera arena is the fact that I can go ahead and take fast bursts of still photos and there's no blackout. Now for me shooting actions, I might be shooting at 11 frames a second, 20 frames a second, and I want to see the shot as I'm taking it. And with the X-T3, I'm able to take those photos and see what I'm getting, and there's no blackout period in between frames. The Fujifilm X-T3 has incredible autofocus as well. And on one of these shots, I was able to really put it through its paces. I put it on continuous autofocus, and I'm just low hand holding, tracking my subject as he's pushing a sled, ripping across the gym. And all of that is relying completely on the autofocus to track him, to figure out what's the most important thing, to keep that face in focus. And as I'm changing my zoom and as I'm panning that shot, it keeps it tack sharp every single frame. And that is incredible. The high percentage of keepers when shooting in burst mode with continuous autofocus really blows me away with this camera. Not only is the autofocus really good on the Fujifilm X-T3, it also has an advanced feature called the auto face and then eye detection autofocus. And now I took some portraits here where I was on a 200mm f2 lens, which is a super shallow depth of field, and I was able to use that auto eye sensing autofocus to make sure that just the eye was in focus every single frame. Now that's huge when your depth of field is only a millimeter or two big. To have that kind of confidence in your camera to get the right shot and get the right focus every time allows me to focus on my job, focus on my subject, and walk away with the best possible shot. I like to add a little something extra for my clients, and to do that, I like to create GIFs and animations for them. Now to get a GIF, you're essentially taking a bunch of rapid fire still frames and stitching them together in a looping movie. And what I love about the fast frame rate and the fast capture rate of the Fujifilm X-T3 is it allows me to shoot from 5 to 7 to 8 to 11 to 20 to 30 frames a second. So I'm bursting still frames and then can play them back as an animation or a video. So we were able to take some really crazy GIF shots here on location with the same camera I was shooting high def video and stills. The video on this camera is incredible as well. Now I love to get high resolution stills, and that's the main reason I buy a camera, but nowadays I'm having to do motion and stills. So having a camera that's allowing me to get 4K, but 4K at a high frame rate like 60 frames per second, and one with huge bit rates like 100, 200, 400 bits per second allows me a lot of latitude in post-production on my video files as well as on my still frames. So I walk away with the best quality motion or stills with this camera, and I have the option of doing high frame rates for beautiful slow motion. Not only do I get great quality when I'm writing internally, I can also get that same 10-bit quality and 422 when I go out to an external recorder like the Atomos Ninja 5. So as you saw, I got incredible photos, I got great high quality video and some slow motion, and we were also able to rip off some rapid fire shots to create animations and GIFs with. And I did it all with one camera system with all the features that I needed built into one body, the Fujifilm X-T3. Thanks for tuning in. Now make sure you subscribe, and if you want to see the specs, check the description below, and we'll see you next time.